Welcome Drakes and Nesses, this is Gameplay Dragon flying into another video of Titan Quest. First things first, there is a lot to talk about my channel. Unfortunately, I will not be able to, well, I was not able to upload very much in the past, what was it, 2-3 months? The reason for that is that I'm studying and, well, I'm not very good at managing my time, so unfortunately all the ideas and work I had to put into my videos were taking too much time and started to rub off on my studies, which wasn't really optimal, so I had to make a choice. However, now I have a little bit of a new approach to the game and to the YouTube, as in I'll basically record whenever I feel like it. There will be next to no editing, no fancy text anymore, sorry about that. And I'll just upload hopefully at least once a week, more if I get the chance to record more. There are finals coming up for me in about a month. I think 6th of January is the term when the first exams start, so that probably will again cause me to disappear for a bit. But without further ado, let's get on with it instead of just standing around. I had a 4th part recorded already, way back when I was still content set on uploading on a schedule and such. And what I did then was explore these ruins and level up, because at the end of episode 3 we had like a ridiculously low amount of experience needed to level up. But I'm not going to upload that moment, simply because it was like, I think, 10 minutes long, maybe 15, and I don't know, it doesn't feel really justified to upload that, so I'll just revisit this area to show it to you. As for the level up you missed, let me kill this monster first. For the level up, I think I didn't even spend the attribute points. I'll get on with that in a second. And here I just went as I said I would. 1 point into Psionic Touch, 1 point into Trance of Empathy, and 1 point into the Mastery itself, just to keep that going. So yeah, that's... you didn't miss anything interesting commentary-wise either. I just kind of rambled on about having very little time to record that day, and so on and so forth. There is a considerable amount of frame rate issues. Oh, jeez. I don't like this. I don't know, maybe the break I took made my PC forget how it is to record and play games at the same time. Or maybe I have a bunch of stuff running in the background. I bet you can see this all clunky, which is not good. I don't want that. While I am unable to really record and upload on a regular basis, I still would like to offer some resemblance of, well, good quality material. I'm still going to record in 720p, and, well, I was hoping for stable 30 frames per second, but my PC doesn't want none of that. So yeah, and in other news, I also I don't know if I mentioned that in the third episode, or maybe I discussed this in the little bit I recorded, but I'm not going to upload, and that I'm going to take a friend's advice to heart and try not to talk over in-game dialogue. I was used to just keep talking, and if something happened on screen, I just kinda assumed you could pause the video, which you can, but I guess that's not really what you want to do. You don't want to have to pause the video just to get some information. So I'm going to be trying not to talk over in-game audio if there's something important going on. Sorry, I was...
You have no more room. You can't hold any more.
Let's see how our inventory is looking. We can move stuff around a bit and still take some stuff. Yeah, I probably should just stop the recording and see what's causing this difficulty in frame rate, but I think I'll just, hopefully you guys can bear with me this one episode. I'm not going to record terribly long, not just because I don't have time, I just don't want the episodes to get like hour long or something. I still want to limit it to like 45-minute stops, I think. I think that's a good length. Unless, of course, I'm at the point that I can't really stop without resetting. Sorry, resetting a bunch of stuff. So, like, up to 45 minutes plus minus a few minutes to get to a checkpoint, something like that. So right now, what are we doing? Jeez, I completely forgot. Oh yeah, we're traveling to Delhi to consult the Great Oracle, but we first have to go to Megara and ask a guy about the Oracle, what we can, what should we do, I guess. I mean, I remember, I just don't want to spoil it. I am curious though if, well, aside from the extra act extra chapter that I never played before, I wonder if I'll start noticing any significant differences between this and the original Titan Quest I played way back in the day, because, well, it's obviously it's a remaster, not a new game, so the majority of the stuff will remain the same. I know there was some... Oh, that's a big roar. I know that there was some balancing done, but I never really... Well, I was a bit too young, I guess, to really get into the numbers, so I don't remember any of the numbers, obviously. So I don't know if some spells are going to be weaker or stronger or something like that. I have no idea. Besides, I haven't read up on the remaster. Only, well, for one, it's free for me because I had the complete edition of Titan Quest when it released, and Techland was kind enough to release the game for free for people that had the base game and the expansion. And free stuff is always appreciated, which I believe they even stated in a little blog post when this hit Steam. There was this announcement, and it was like I'm trying to quote here. We were wondering how to, I guess, promote the re-release of Titan Quest, and one of the guys said, well, why not give it away for free to some people? People love free stuff, and yes, they definitely do. It's awesome to get a game for free, basically any game. Even if it's not a game you're interested in, it's always cool to get something for free. It shows in a way that especially if you make the condition for getting free stuff, like owning some other product, it's basically like the developer supporting the fans instead of the other way around like it usually is. So that's pretty nice that they thought about that. It's something a lot of developers could learn from. I don't want to point any fingers, but there are a couple developers that like to
You can't hold anymore.
maybe not screw with their customers, but well, I will say that they like to screw with the customers, as in you basically have to pay very high amounts of money to be able to play some games. Basically any subscription game is that way in a sense. I personally really hate the subscription-based game development, as in that it's not so bad if it's a kind of free-to-play, as in you can start the game, let's say you can play free for a week and then you have to like pay every month if you want to keep playing. That's not okay with me, but I guess it's better. For example, like the worst thing I think that the subscription-based design can do is what World of Warcraft is. I don't want to diss on World of Warcraft, because as a game in itself it's a very good game, and obviously it's a massive, well, literally massively multiplayer online, but it's really huge when you think about it. So many people are playing it, and it's been around what feels like forever, basically. For as long as online games have been around, Warcraft was around as well. Pretty much. I know it's not necessarily correct, but it feels like it. But the fact you have to first buy expansions and then keep paying every month to keep playing the expansions you already paid for is kinda sketchy to me. I mean, it's not sketchy in a sense that I don't trust Blizzard. It's a huge company, and they proved themselves capable of producing games. Producing games for years, but it doesn't really feel right, I guess. I mean, you're basically first have to pay, and then you have to like sustain the thing you bought. I know a lot of things kind of work that way in real life, like, for example, maybe it's a silly analogy, but for example, cars work kind of like that, as in you have to first buy the car and then you spend a fortune for gasoline and fuel and all the oils and like sprinkle fluids and all of that stuff just to keep the car going. Even if it's not broken, you still have to. If it breaks, then obviously you have to pay for it, but to fix it. Jeez, I'm getting way out of topic. Like, What am I even talking about by now? So yeah, just to summarize, I really don't like the subscription-based design of games. I think that's like the bottom of the list of designs I would consider fitting for a game, I guess. Obviously the most basic idea kind of works, and it's a safe bet. Just make a game, make people pay for it to be able to play. Like, it's been forever. You just develop a game and you sell it like a product, and when people buy it, then they can play it. But we're in an age where that's not really. It's neither common, nor really that sustainable, I guess. Even games that you have to pay for, there are always, a lot of times there are some microtransactions you can still get, even if it's just, even if it's a quote-unquote healthy microtransaction, as in it doesn't affect the gameplay, it's just something cosmetic or something that you don't really need but can have if you want, or it's something you want but you don't need. Of course, it's still a way to support the developers, but in the past the developer would just make a new game or an expansion, and today expansions are still a thing, and obviously people are going to be paying for them. I also now only realized I talked over. I talked over. Excuse me. I talked over the guy in the village who basically said that the arachnids were bothering the village. And I went off on a rant and totally forgot about explaining what's going on, which I should probably be doing anyway. So yeah, I think that's where I will end my little rant, and let's see what's going on.
Mortal, I am Anaya, the spirit of this spring. Vajia I am called. My water has been tainted and I am ill. Vile spiders have come to dwell in a cave by my water's source. They are the cause of the poison.
So now we know.
If the spiders are not destroyed, I will grow weaker. Or worse, I will become foul and corrupted in my nature.
So yeah, now we know what's going on. It's a side quest, not a main quest, but I don't know if I'll 100% the game, but I do intend on basically doing everything I can find and see, kind of. If I miss something, I'm not even going to be aware of it, probably. But if I see something, some side quest or an area to explore, even if it's not really related to any quests, I will probably still go in. So yeah, sorry about that little rant about game design and sales, I guess. It's been just so long since I last recorded, and it's a weird feeling because in a way I'm just sitting here playing the game and talking basically to myself, but you get this this sense that someone's out there listening, so like, I wouldn't say it's like a Skype call maybe, but it's a similar feeling, kind of. You're not really. It's a kind of like if you would make a monologue or a lecture through Skype, kind of. Like, you're not really seeing your audience, but it's assumed that they're there. So it's been so long since I last recorded that I just went off way off topic and kind of got lost in my thoughts. Sorry for the little patches of silence, by the way. It's I don't know what's causing it, but I'm really not really sleepy and I'm not really tired, but I keep yawning as if I am. I don't know what's maybe I should open a window or something, but it's horribly cold outside and I hate the cold. I absolutely hate it. Winter is definitely my least favorite season. Maybe autumn is worse, I'm not sure. I think I'd rather have like chilly and rainy weather than just outright cold and snow, especially in cities. Snow's kind of we're going today. Especially like in cities, for one day you have snow and then every day after that it's just like a pile of brown mud because of all the sand the city spills everywhere and the salt making the snow melt. It just becomes so goddamn messy. Anyway, so yeah, again, sorry about those silence patches. It's just me yawning and I don't want to talk over it because it would be awkward. Ooh, something, a weapon. A really cool weapon that needs 15 levels. Whoa. This is going to take a while. No, it's not, because I'm not interested in it. First, it requires a shit ton of dexterity, and secondly, it's... Well, it's not bad. It has a very fast speed.
You can't carry
But like I said before in the series, my philosophy for weapons for this character will be just get the heaviest, hardest hitting weapon there is. So I don't really care about this super tiny comparison of, yeah, well, this weapon will do more DPS because you will like hit twice the times, even if it's half the damage. No, if I see a giant hammer that deals 50 damage per hit, even if it hits like every 5 seconds, I'll still go for it. So yeah, we just had to kill all those glowy spiders. We don't have to actually clean the cave or anything like that. There's a lot of stuff I think Excuse me again. I think I'd like to collect, even if just to sell. Let's see if there's anything I want to change. Yeah, this Arachnos chitin is very good. I always remember it being a very good replacement for your earlier. Yeah, see, basically twice the armor. So let's take that. It's literally twice the armor here. Oh, but this is even better. Ah, because that's the green item we got some time ago. Sometime like in this cave when we the first batch of spiders. Yeah, that's nice. Let's take it. And this weapon, is it better? No, it's not. I'm basically only looking at the damage. If the damage, if the maximum damage is lower than what I have, I won't change it. That's my... It may not be the most effective not ideology way, the most effective way of approaching weapons. I know it isn't actually. I know I should probably take locks at actual DPS, not just raw damage output. But I that's just the way I want to play this character in that way. 10,000, nice. Still nothing is full. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. We leveled up like ages ago, and I still haven't leveled up the previous points. Okay, so let's see. Intelligence I get, I believe, only from my mastery, and I don't think I want to increase my intelligence. I'm kinda tempted to put it all into strength, just because really, but I think I'll go 2 into strength and 2 into dexterity, just in case for whatever, like this required 54 dexterity. Let's have some dexterity in case some weapons require dexterity from us. And skills. Oh, what? But I'm level 8. Okay, so obviously you probably don't know. In the original, I'm level 8, right? Yeah. Anyway, in the original Titan Quest, you had to be level 15, and then you got the opportunity to choose a secondary mastery. So undo mastery selection. So you had your mastery you chose after leveling up for the first time in the first village, and then you had to get to level 15, and at level 15 you could choose a secondary mastery. But it seems this remastered version gives you a second mastery at level 8, which is kind of crazy. But at the same time, I feel like it's a good change, because back then when you had 15 levels invested in your primary mastery, right? So, 14 if the 15th level you spent on the secondary mastery. But what that meant was you had access to much better abilities in your first mastery, because you had, if you put some points into the mastery itself, you had a lot of tiers unlocked. And now, if it's only like 7 levels invested in this, it doesn't create as huge of a gap. Back then it was really a massive gap. It really was quite obvious that this is a secondary mastery, that it's like less, I guess, than the first one. I almost want to put this decision for later, and I think I will. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll level up Dream Mastery, still the same way I wanted before. I just realized I haven't had my Trance of Empathy on, which would have been useful. Very useful, actually. Here, and 1 point into the mastery itself. And yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to put off the choice of mastery until level 10. So the next level, level 9, I'll still go into this. I'm thinking I may spend 2 points into here just to get it to 10, and maybe one or here. I'll see when we get to level 9. And then level 10 I will actually choose a second mastery and put points into that mastery. I'll do some theory crafting on my own, and then just kind of come in and explain my reasoning once I'll actually already have a decision on what secondary mastery. First thoughts, I'm thinking either defense, because it's a very passive mastery, and it would give us a lot of survivability, which would be nice, especially paired with these really slow weapons. And I believe that since I'm most probably going to gravitate toward maces, just because they deal the most damage with the slowest attack speeds, I think defensive mastery has a passive effect that increases blunt damage or causes blunt weapons to cause some additional effects, which could be kind of nice. But I'm also thinking maybe nature. First, nature and dream kind of sound like they would go together well, and secondary, the nature mastery also gives a little bit of survivability through healing, and if you can summon companions, like you can summon, I think, wolves and the dryads, so it might be nice.
The poison from the cave. My waters will run clear and clean again.
So yeah, we got 75 permanent health and some experience for doing this side quest, which is nice. 75, I believe, is like either 3 or 1.5 levels, as in you get 2 attribute points every level, and I believe that spending an attribute point into HP gives you 25, but I'm not sure. It might give you 50. But either way, it's nice. It's not exactly 100 health, but it's still very nice to have. I'll take that buckler. If you don't know, offensive ability basically means chance of better, higher damage when you have a wide damage radius on your weapon. So that's nice to have. Then we're more likely to hit for 36 damage instead of 21. Let's see what the folks around here have to
News
say.
from all over Greece brings the same tale of destruction. The creatures roam everywhere. What are the small villages to do? Spartans cannot protect us all.
I sing now news of the goddess huntress we call Artemis, and I sing of a mortal man named Actaeon, the goddess Artemis, sister to Apollo and mistress of the moon. There is no greater hunter than she, none more fleet or sure of her mark with bow or spear. Actaeon too was a master hunter, and many a deer fell to his bow, and many offered up to Artemis in thanks. But Actaeon was given an ill fate. One night, chasing a boar, he burst into a clearing by a stream, and there, that very stream had keen-eyed Artemis selected for a moonlit bath. Naiads, dryads, all her nymphs around her. She had just disrobed and stepped into the stream when Actaeon appeared, wild from the chase. She grew angry that a mortal man had seen her unclothed, and with one cold look she turned him to a stag. A stag he then became, and Actaeon's own dogs chased after him, snarling at their master. Now they're prey.
Cool. Nice. We've got some actual, like, mythology in the game. I didn't remember that. Or maybe I just... Well, as a kid, I had like 12, maybe 13. I was like 12, maybe 13 years old when I first played this game, the original Titan Quest. I probably wasn't thorough, wasn't really talking with everyone, which I will be doing from now on. Also, it's another thing I want to be doing. It's talking to all those side people, and that really little story was cool, fun. I didn't know that one. Like basically everyone knows the Achilles, the what's the Olympus. Most people know Medusa and some characters like that, but I didn't know about that one. It's nice. Although if you ask me, it's Artemis could have been a little bit more forgiving, since as a goddess she kinda should have known he was there and could have took a different spot to bathe, and it wasn't really his fault, but...
Thanks to you, the spring is clean and good for drinking. All in the village will be grateful.
I think she might have given the hunter a little bit of slack, considering he was very devout to her. But that's God's Greek gods for you. They're not... Very few of them are really known for being merciful. They're all nice, cool, and yeah, give me offerings, give me sacrifices, but screw up once and you're dead. Pretty much how most of Greek mythology goes when it comes to gods. Okay, the battle shrine basically gives you increased damage and attack speed, which is nice. It will help us clean this out a little bit. Although now I look at my clock and I'm not sure if I want to keep recording or if I should stop at that village, but I might just drag it out a little bit longer and try to find the next checkpoint. I'm only collecting, at least I'm trying to only collect yellow items, which are, I'm not sure if they're magic or rare. Am I even saying the right things? Yeah, I'm only picking yellow items. Sorry, I've played Diablo 2 lately, so like magic items there are blue and yellow are very rare. And here it's like, I think, yeah, yellow is the rare color. And then I don't remember the actual colors, but I know like green and blue are like super valuable. I think green are special. No, green are just extremely rare, like they're epics or something, and blue are special items, because I remember one item that we might be able to drop later. I don't want to spoil, but there is a really cool two-handed hammer we might be able to loot from an enemy. Okay, so here we have a checkpoint. I'll clear out a few more monsters over here, and now we'll be going through one of my favorite areas. Overall, I think that the first act is my favorite in terms of design. The areas are very nice, the enemies are fun. at least most of them. Even the bosses I think are my favorites. Then the second chapter is in Egypt, which I love from a mythological standpoint, but this design is a little meh. I don't really. It's not as good. I don't want to say that. It's still good. I don't like it as much, I guess. But anyway, I will be ending this episode here. Give me all your welcome backs and I'm not dead memes in the comments if you care. I hope to be able to record and upload more often. Once a week is something I want to strive for as my minimum, but I can't really promise that there won't be weeks when I will not upload anything if something comes up in my life. But yeah, I still intend on playing. Basically, why I returned to this idea is because, for one, I really wanted to play Titan Quest again, and I kind of didn't want to waste the effort I took into those first episodes. And if I played on with this character, then I'd have to replay it from the scratch if I wanted to make a series later. And finally, I just wanted to record. It's a fun experience to record these videos. So yeah, it's been Gameplay Dragon playing Titan Quest. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next episode.